is the patron. Don't go to the microphone. I will not allow you to talk. Wakangara, I want to introduce. He's the patron of our radio stations. And you are going to have a big. You see, now we are in Murang'A. In 2017 and 2013, you people are not allowing me to come here.
Yes.
Because of Raila.
Ni kweli.
Na leo muna dance na nani?
Na Raila.
Si tuko Murang'A.
Tuko pamoja.
Na hii radio, si hiyo di promote ya watu wote.
Kabisa.
Road shows were started by loyal media.
Correct.
What the politicians are talking now, doing road shows, let me tell you a secret he knows. And he can confirm.
I'll come to confirm.
Even if you employ this musician and pay them what amount of money and put them in trucks, wananchi don't get out of the homes and go on the streets to see the road show. So you'll be talking to yourselves. Even if they sing what, but if they are put in a radio station where presenters are, this is what we discovered, and I can pull all the Kisis with the Egesa, all of them in 1 hour.
Correct.
Because I have the musicians from Kisii and I have the presenters of Egesa. That's how road shows work. And because you have allowed us to come here, and I heard all what the politicians have talked. Now you can sit down. I have introduced you.
Okay.
I'll call you at the right time.
Rafiki yangu sana Raila.
Si rafiki yako? Kama ni rafiki yako,
nilimpatia kansura 1987. Mimi ndio nilipatia kansura kuko Kirinyaga.
Okay.
20 wakati alisema Kibaki tosha.
Okay.
Hiyo dhiri tuko na dhiri.
Okay.
Na hiyo tutalipa.
Hiyo tutalipa na road shows.
Okay.
Na hawa watu nyuma yangu.
Hata huyo mama ako hapa, huyo kansula. Na hao wote ni watu wangu. Hata Raila anasema ati niseme jambo. Okay. Anasema niseme.
Yasema.
Kama Prime Minister amesema. Kama beba amesema. Baba amesema. Bana Prime Minister wetu, Your Excellency the President. Sisi kama chairman wa Jubilee Kirinyaga na mimi patron wa Masabe Kinoro Kenya mzima, 1987 ndio tulijuana mama Aida. Ile mchere ulikuwa na kura, mimi ndio nilikuwa napatia baba huko Kirinyaga, na tukajuana, nikampatia kansura huko Kirinyaga. Na mimi nasema SK Macharia, kusema kweli, wakati tulisema Kibaki tosha, tulikuwa tunafikiria Kibaki alikuwa anasema next president ni Raila. Lakini wakati ilifika, sijui mambo ikasema namna gani, lakini SK Macharia ndio aliwacho peke yake. Hata wazee wakakuja hapa kuroga yeye, hata akakuwa mgonjwa kwa sababu ya wewe.
Hapana.
Na bibi nikarete ya wazee wakarudi tena wakasema ni sawa. Sasa ya mwisho ni kusema sisi tuko pamoja. Sasa SK Macharia kama ni zamani tungeogopa, lakini leo tunajua handshake imefanya kazi. Na hii piracy na copyright, mimi nataka kusema Prime Minister, ukienda Nairobi ongea na President, hiyo bodi yote itupulie mbali na wachague watu wa musician ndio wakue board members ya copyright, na kwa Kegia awe chairman ya copyright. Asante sana. Anasema Jerry baba anasema anataka kukuona. Jerry uko wapi? Nilimuona Jerry. Baba anasema bila kuketi chini. Haya, baba anasema wimbo atapenda sana. Tothi agatu kenete tugacoka tu kenete rugendo rwitu rurari rwega tugethie na tugicoka
muga
salimia
haraka.
Haya, asante sana bwana chairman wangu, thank you very much kwa kubalia mimi kama patron. Ni sawa, na tutafanya kazi na tutafanya kazi na wewe, na tuko pamoja na Prime Minister. Na Prime Minister, kama mnataka Deputy Vice President, mchukue mama na mimi niko naye miji. Asante sana. Bas. Funga. Sasa nimesikia sister amesema, hebu gavana anataka mpigo picha. Wanataka wapigo picha hao. Ndio nikupatie nafasi. Ni sister anasema.
Okay.
Sasa we chairman, bibi yako ametoka Kirinyaga. Nao watu ni wa Kirinyaga, miji kutoka Kirinyaga ndio hao. Huyu ni miji, hata huyu ni miji. Kaeni chini.
Ile miji ya Macharia anataka kudance na Aida. Where is the song? Actually, that song means that we got all the problems during the Mau fight, going to the forest, whatever problems we found, we were patient, we kept on going until in the end we won. So, Raila Amolo Odinga, I know Mount Kenya has been looking a number of years ago, has been looking behind, and I was very surprised today that I heard what the politicians here in Murang'A, led by their governor, said. That made me, even the speech I had written, He has gone to waste. Oparanya. Kama siku ile yeye anakuja kwenu mnasikia hivyo, now we know what you feel, yeah, when he comes to your area. That's what we are now feeling, that he has come here. I need to mention something about Olengo. Olengo, you spoke. Simama tu wakuone ni nani. Olengo, James Olengo, Senator James Olengo. Yeah, you can sit down, then I can talk about you. You know, he was in the Young Turks. We were in Young Turks together. Now I want to start telling you how I met Raila. I don't know whether you knew Raila that time or not, but at least we knew Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, because he was in the Young Turks. Although old, he was our elder. He's the one we used to consult. In fact, the first time I met Raila is when late father Jaramogi wanted some money. He called me, we agreed. He sent Raila to my office. Na niliona kijana, na nikaniambia nilitumwa na baba yangu. Nikamuuliza baba yako ni nani? Nasema ni Oginga Odinga. Alikutuma kuchukua nini? Pesa. Nikampatia. Akaenda nazo. Na hiyo ilikuwa routine all the way, the fight of second, was it the first liberation or the second? Second liberation. That's how it came about. And when Muzel, even before I get to there, I was employed. I just mentioned a little earlier that I went to school by bus. I was in U.S., in the University of Washington for 7 years. And I was recruited by Kenya government. When Kenya government was formed in 1963, they posted an education officer in United Nations. And he was surveying around the students who have finished and have gone to work in U.S. to be able to be recruited to come back to help in the running of the government. And the person who was in charge at that time was Jaramogi Oginga Odinga for that recruitment. Actually, he's the one who convinced me to come back. I have never told Raila this, and become in charge of land transfer program. I transferred all the land from Wazungu to the Africans in settlements and everything, and I did not get 1 acre for myself. So Jaramogi, so we knew Jaramogi each other, even by the way when there was that scuffle you hear about in Kakamega, no, in the railway on the way Kenyatta coming from Kakamega down to Kisumu Hospital. I was actually in that team. So there is a history between me and the Oginga family. And all the years that I have known them, I could not differentiate them from our first president, Jomo Kenyatta, in terms of commitment for this country. That's still what we have in Raila, and that's what we have even in Oburu, in this family. Aida, I was making Aida laugh the other day when we went to their house in Bodo, that I used to meet her in Oginga Odinga's office, sitting as a secretary. Yeah. That time, of course, Raila was in detention, and she was thrown out of university, and she went to work for her father-in-law, Jaramogi Odinga. So now let me talk a little bit about musicians. I have been working with these people for 20 years. Now, that's how the vernacular radios that we have, that Tuju kind of referred to, were created. In most areas, we initially started with Inoro. Citizen radio in Swahili and Hot 96 in English, they are of no consequence. The first vernacular radio station we made was Inoro. And people are telling me who is going to listen to a Kikuyu radio station. Believe me or not, when Inoro was started, the MP the other day I saw from Nyoro County, crossing the boundary, Gadoni Mushoba, she was the first employee of Inoro. Inoro is one of the most popular stations in this country. It can move the whole of mountain region. By the way, before we started Muga FM in Kimeru, when we started Muga in Kimeru, the Meru people did not have a single song of their own. We were playing Kikuyu music because a radio station is made of music. Today, all the songs played in Muga are all in Kimeru language. So these vernacular radio stations, what people have never realized is that they are so powerful. Remember, they talk in your own mother tongue language. They speak in your mother tongue language. If you tell me something in Swahili or in English, I don't understand it as well because an Englishman, you see, their radio speak in English. They don't speak in Kikuyu or Kijaru or what do you call the language? Not Kijaru, it's called what? Luhya. No. Duro. Duru. Luo. Ramogi. I know it's Ramogi, but what do we call the language? Luo. You are giving me different names. I'll find out from the right person. Then from Inoro, we actually went to Ramogi. People have started an hub of Luo languages in Luo Nyanza. They don't succeed. They wonder, how on earth did this man? Sometimes somebody asked me, how do you run 13 vernacular radio stations in all these languages and you don't understand each one of them? Let me tell you the secret. And the governor from Kisii can tell how he even started Egesa. And any other one has been started, has not succeeded, except Egesa. You know, simply we recruit people and train them to promote their own community. And we always tell them, before we are employing you on condition, you are going to commit yourself to promote your community. You can say anything you want, you can do anything you want, but if you ever do anything to fail your community, we will know, because that community will complain in language I can understand, and you'll be fired on the spot. That's how they run. So they can run all the languages I don't have to hear. But I know people are happy. So when I go to road shows, I don't send a station to go to a road show without me being there to see the reactions. Because normally either we are promoting a product for somebody or we are promoting the radio station. So all these musicians, by the way, they can say, they can sing, they can say what they want. Before these vernacular radio stations, they were unknown. It is these radio stations, these vernacular radio stations, that have all made all this. Where is size 8? Is size 8 here? Where is size 8? Can she come? I tell you, one time we were going towards Mombasa, and somebody that borrow told me there is a little girl she found on the street of Madale dancing and singing on her own. If we can take her in the truck to go to coast and see what she can do. Oh, where is I say? She's around. She will come here. And you see what she is now. So I say it is known in this country. And that was the beginning. So, the only thing I needed to add is that these people, they earn nothing at all from their work. Let them not say about Skiza. Skiza is a drop in the ocean. It is of no consequence to them. Their art, because of hindering, because of piracy, because of what? I have been in America, I have been in Europe, I know artists, particularly musicians, they all are millionaires. We would be sitting behind millionaires here. We would be there as politicians talking to millionaires if their work is paid for. This is not something that I'm going to be told or I'm going to be guessed about. It's something that I know. I know it from Europe. I know it from here. I have danced with them. I have sung with them. When we go to road shows in these rural areas, even old women come out on the street to dance. There is nothing like music. They should earn their money. And because of time, I'm not going to say anything else. Therefore, we are happy, Mheshimiwa Raila, my brother Raila, we are very happy that we gave you the problem of Skiza. You have done what you are able to. They were actually getting only about 16% of their value. And remember, this is a song that somebody has created, has paid money to produce, and a little part is cut and is put on your phone so that when I ring, it is what we call Skiza. When it's put on your phone by a telecom, so that when I ring that phone, you hear that song, that part of the song. And every Kenyan who has a Skiza is removed, 1 shilling is removed from your phone every single day. You should count that in a day, there are probably about 18 million Skizas on phones. In other words, somebody collect 18 million shillings every day. If you do those mathematics, if you just give them half of that money, it will be in billions of shillings a year. And if you put 4, 5, 7, 10 billion shillings in a year in these young people, whether old or young, because of their work, put it in their pocket in a year. You don't need to do anything for them, but this is their work. Yeah, that's it. It's their work. It's their art. So it should not be taken anywhere else. So these telecoms are making billions of shillings every year. We don't own shares. Their shares are owned overseas. So all that profit that they make out of this work, believe me or not. See, it goes overseas. So it doesn't even develop Kenya. So we will remain poor. By the way, I didn't finish what I wanted to say about Orengo. You know, and I'm going to end with this. When I said about young thugs, these people suffer because of justice system. And I heard you lawyers the other day blaming the president that he didn't appoint 6 judges, that he refused to appoint because of corruption. You, Orengo, you are in Naivasha. The form of government was proposed to be American form of government, presidential system. The form of government of the Republic of Kenya will be presidential system, American model. American model means that if the president appoints a cabinet minister, it takes him to the Senate in US for approval, and the Senate can throw away that name. So this happens in the same thing. If the Uhuru appoints a cabinet minister, takes to the National Assembly, and the National Assembly can throw away, and he goes back. So it cannot be anything different if we are using American model from a JSC, appointing, recruiting, advertising, and recruiting a judge, and then you tell the president he has to appoint. He should throw away and they go back to the field. That's checks and balances. That's the American model that and remember, we created it with you and Honorable Raila. Now I'm telling you some secrets, and President Kibaki, and actually the current president, Uhuru. 4 people. You, Raila, Uhuru, Kibaki. I was the 5th. And it's me who came with the proposal. If you have never told your people who created the presidential system, they are here. 3 of them are here. So I want to... We know time has gone, but we still have a lot of food to eat, and while we will be eating, we will continue having entertainment. There are screens where we are going to eat so you can see the entertainment. I would ask Honorable His Excellency, or I start with have you set up the microphones, please? I can see the mics. You can call, you call your Ida yourself. Thank you very much.
That is typical SK. Now SK has given me a blank check. Adoni Akwa, Murang'A, rengi. Asanteni sana. Manake mimi nikija hapa, nikuja kwa Adoni. You know, my elder son, late Fidel, was married here in Kiambu. Junior is married here in Murang'A. And I've got grandchildren. So kama nimekuja kwa Adoni. Sio? Ninaona nimekuja vilivyo. Niko na ndugu yangu Buru, niko vile vile na dada yetu na watoto